everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been about a year since I was last on here, so I thought I would do a video giving an update of what I've been doing and what's up. So here I am in my therapy office. So just to give you so the last time that I did a video, it was last year in May. So basically since then, I stopped doing YouTube videos because I was trying to focus on my board exam because, that's where I left you all in suspense of I was studying for my boards and I had just had a baby and everything. So fast forward, I did pass my board exam on the first try. I actually scored very high. I don't remember what exactly I scored. At this point, it was a year ago almost. So I don't remember what the score was, but I remember it was very high. And so that was good. And I had a time trying to get my license though. I had two clinical supervisors who signed my form for my license very quickly, but then one was taking months to sign it, and I don't know, I think he just kept forgetting. So I had to keep reminding him. And then finally when he did, then we had another hang up where my other supervisor didn't update her, renew her supervisor license, so that she had to reapply for it, and then that had to get reviewed before they would consider my application. So it took about 3 months. I finished, I think I passed my board in July or June or July, and then I applied in July, I think. I don't remember. But it took about probably 3-ish months, maybe a little longer, for me to get my license, which is actually very fast for Wisconsin, because in the past I've heard horror stories where people had to wait 6 months, 9 months, crazy amount of time. And I'm just sitting here that's horrible, because you did all the work that you needed to do, you passed your exam, you did your 3,000 hours, you got your master's degree, you're literally, basically, you've done everything you're supposed to do, but it's just the state is taking its sweet time getting you your license. So I'm just glad that didn't happen to me. It was 3 months and I was irritated by that, but I practiced radical acceptance, and I told my clinical supervisor at the time, I'm practicing radical acceptance. I cannot control this situation. I've done everything on my end that I can, that I'm supposed to do. And at this point it's in their hands and that's it. And so I did that, and it's so funny because I think a few weeks later I got my license. I did have to, I think I contacted somebody, I don't remember. I contacted somebody to help expedite the situation, because the problem was that they said one of my supervisors didn't update her supervisory license. But here's the thing. The form that was required for a supervisor to be approved as your clinical supervisor was sent the moment, the same day or week or whatever that she became my supervisor. And this was years prior, okay? She was not my last supervisor. She was my second to last supervisor. I've had 3 clinical supervisors. So, postmasters. So it was sent during COVID, so I'm sure that it got lost in the shuffle somewhere, because I remember having to call the office. Nobody would answer the phone. I left emails. Nobody responded to my emails. We even sent the form through email, and we sent it through snail mail just to cross our T's, dot our I's, and still they didn't get it. So I was very frustrated. So I did get somebody in the government involved in the situation, just to let them know this is what's been going on, and they're saying that my clinical supervisor is not approved, but she should have been approved years ago, and gave them basically proof, this is the form, because I followed the advice of somebody. I don't remember who it was, but another person years ago said, make sure you keep all your documentation when you're doing your hours. Your supervisor is supposed to keep documentation, but you keep documentation too. So I kept the original form, and I sent a photocopy of that form and said, this was sent in 2020, whatever it was, 2021, 2020, something like that. So they should have it on file. It's not my fault that they lost it. can this be, expedited or something? And literally, like, I got my license, and then the week later, that political office, I don't remember who it was. Like, I wish I could tell you who it was, but I don't remember. But literally a week later, they emailed me and was like, we realized, the situation and that you got your license. Let us know if there's anything else we can assist with. So I think that's the reason I got it within the 3 months, because I think I probably would have had to wait even longer. But I was so frustrated by that whole situation. Anyways, down this rabbit hole spiral of that story. So basically here what I'm doing, I did end up getting an office last year at the end of, I think it was October. And so this office was painted all black. It was completely black. And I was like, yeah, that's not good for a therapy office. So I wanted a lighter colors. So I actually worked with my mother-in-law to pick out some colors, and then I also worked with one of my old coworkers. I started a business in interior design, and so she also helped me to design the office and gave me a lot of ideas as well. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. I think this was on a Saturday or Sunday or something like that, and I was just painting. I think it was a Saturday or something like that, and I was just painting, and my father-in-law actually helped a lot. He actually finished out the painting job this day. So I figured what I'll do is I'm just going to post a video every once in a while giving an update on where my practice is. I've been in practice for myself independently for 2 years now. It's been going very well. I keep getting more and more inquiries for therapy, and it is kind of getting overwhelming at this point, and I have to think about probably saying no to some opportunities at this point and some things. So anyways, I'm showing you this is what it ended up looking like at the end of the time that I was working on it. So continue to watch me on my journey, and yeah, send positive vibes my way. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, and I'll put another update on my office. This is what it actually ended up looking like when we were done painting it completely. So this is what it looks like now, without the furniture. But yeah, bye.